Hi, I'm Arkush for the Chicago Sun-Times Fantasy Forecast for Week 14 of the NFL season. And we're going to start with a hot hand. The New England Patriots. Take a look at Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman, Shane Vereen. You've got Edelman really emerging now in the Wes Welker role. Shane Vereen taking over the old Kevin Falk role. And they get a Cleveland defense that, well, they got toasted last week. They gave up 32 points and 3 touchdowns to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Patriots should have a big day. Also like the Kansas City Chiefs this week, quarterback Alex Smith, tight end Anthony Fasano. You can go with wide receiver Junior Hemingway. You may not know much about him, but he's becoming a favorite target of Smith's. And go with Dwayne Bowe, even though he doesn't seem to like to play 60 minutes. This week they get that Washington defense that has been just awful, 28th in total defense, 32nd in average gain per pass play allowed. Haven't had the Atlanta Falcons up a lot this season, but they had a big week last week in Buffalo. Matt Ryan is hot right now. Harry Douglas is getting settled as a starting wide receiver, and Roddy White bounced back from that ankle injury very nicely last week, and they're going to get the Green Bay Packers, who are really struggling on defense, particularly giving up big plays, 27th in average gain per pass play. And I'm going to give you a defense this week. Haven't done a lot of this, but I love the Arizona defense. They're playing great football. They are 8th in the league in total defense, 4th versus the run, and they get the St. Louis Rams. Now, with Kellen Clemens at quarterback, there's no consistency there. The Rams, 11 penalties for 105 yards last week. That is somebody you really want to look at, that Arizona defense. Who do you want to avoid? I've got a couple that are going to surprise you here. Rashad Jennings has had a great second half of the season for the Oakland Raiders. Darren McFadden, Run DMC, he's capable of getting it done. But they've got that Jets run defense this week, and we've been wise warning people to stay away from anybody trying to run the ball on the New York Jets. And this one is going to be the biggest shock of the season, but I'm going to tell you, don't start Marshawn Lynch. Stay away from Robert Turbin. I know how good they are, particularly at home. They're on the road this week at San Francisco. That 49er defense really coming on strong. You've got a desperate 49ers team. They know they've got to slow the running game of Seattle, and I think they get it done this week. And then finally, let's take a look at the Indianapolis Colts. How about Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton, Donald Brown? Yeah, they've played well. They've had their moments, but that offense just not in sync right now. And you take a look at who they get, the Cincinnati Bengals, 8th against both the run and the pass. I would stay away from that Colts offense until they show us they're ready to improve. That does it for this week's Fantasy Forecast. For all the best in sports, be sure you stay at the Chicago Sun-Times 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.